Hello. Hey folks, it's a great day in New Zealand with youth crime having fallen by 15% in the last 2 years. I think it's in tribute to the police, also to Karen Chua as Oranga Tamariki Minister. Once upon a time, youth offenders were basically being tagged and released. With a lot more security and OT facilities, we're seeing that youth crime trending down. It's a very good thing for so many people, shopkeepers and the like, who were terrorised for too long.
How much of this decrease do you think is linked to the piloting of the military styles?
Well, only 10 children were involved in that, so that can't make a statistically significant difference. But I believe the changes to Oranga Tamariki are just simple things like you don't get KFC for getting up on the roof. The locks actually work. The staff are in uniforms. Those are the kinds of changes that have been made that I think are making a significant difference.
Given this decrease then to persistent and serious youth offending, do you think you still need to go forward with that broader rollout of the military style?
Yeah, I do, because while you've got a 15% decrease, that's great. That still leaves 85% there. And there are some offenders who are just so persistent, they have such a long history of offending. If you want to give them a pathway back to a law-abiding life, then you actually do need some other initiatives.
And when will we see further details around the broader rollout of that program?
Well, that's up to Karen Chua. You're better to talk to her about that. But overall, I think it's a positive thing.
Minister, the UN has used the word genocide when it comes to Israel's war against Hamas. Do you agree with that, and what do you make of it?
Well, I mean, that's under adjudication by the International Court. I would ask them.
So you don't have a position on it. Do you think New Zealand would ever follow suit and use that language?
Look, a huge number of people have argued about the language, but in my view, what's important is how do you get peace? How do you get those hostages released? How do you allow people to actually move on with their lives without the terrible violence and starvation that's occurring?
Minister, were you involved in the decision to investigate changing Eden Park's rules?
Well, I was involved in the sense that I'm a member of Cabinet. I know you're going to ask if I accepted hospitality from Eden Park. Yes, I have, and those are always cleared as the Cabinet Manual requires with the Prime Minister's office.
What are your thoughts on this ad? What are your thoughts on this ad from Labour that compares the Prime Minister to an egg? Do you think they should be focusing their time on this?
Well, I once saw a politician say you can't be a very good debater if you have to throw an egg at someone, and I guess Labour can't be a very good party with policies and ideas if they've got to make fun of the shape of someone's head. I mean, go far out. If you want to criticise someone, it should be on their policies and ideas, not the shape of their head.
Have you seen the issue with Keisha Castle-Hughes and the struggle that she went through in terms of getting her child citizenship in New Zealand, and this idea of if you are Māori, you have citizenship?
Yeah, look, I think Keisha Castle-Hughes, frankly, should stick to whale riding. I mean, the problem is that we are all New Zealanders. We all have the same rights before the law. What is important is that Brooke Van Velden, as the Minister for Internal Affairs, has dramatically reduced the wait times to get a passport under her leadership. That means everyone, no matter what your background is, can get their citizenship quicker.
Do you have any sympathy for the argument, for the argument that she puts up that she was born overseas, but obviously relocated when she was young, considers herself a New Zealander, and then her child was born over in New York, but they're based in New Zealand, that kind of thing?
But the rules apply equally to everybody. When some people try to say, I have different rights as a New Zealander because my ancestors got here at a different time, that's what I'm opposed to. Actually, we should make the law work better for everyone, which is exactly what Brooke Van Velden has done with faster citizenship processing times.
What are your thoughts on a capital gains tax on investment properties?
I completely oppose capital gains taxes. You pay tax on the income that you get from owning an asset. I don't believe in double taxation. More generally, New Zealand needs to generate more wealth, not find new and magical ways to divide that wealth up.
How confident are you that your party supporters support that stance?
Well, look, I wouldn't be surprised if there were people who wanted a capital gains tax. One of the things about the ACT Party is that we ask ourselves, what is the right policy, and then how do we sell it? We don't put our finger in the wind and then try and design policies to be popular in the short term. We want New Zealand to grow wealthy in the long term. Capital gains tax does not make housing more affordable. That's been shown around the world where it's been tried. It does not make you wealthier. It actually is all about dragging people down, taxing them more, rather than how do we push everyone up.
So no CGT on the cards for the ACT Party?
Look, I don't see that happening. We, in fact, as a matter of our constitution as a party, are opposed to taxes on capital. All right.
Can I ask about the citizenship issue that was in the news this morning?
Yes, Keisha Carr, I said she should stick to whale riding. Yep.
Sorry, just one more on the Eden Park decision. You said you're involved in as much as you're a member of Cabinet. Does that imply that there was a decision made at Cabinet to do something here? It wasn't just a ministerial decision taken by itself?
Well, I mean, I'll let the minister responsible speak to that, but the convention is if you think something is significant enough that you would want to know, you should take it to your cabinet colleagues. You can judge for yourself whether Chris Bishop would do that. I'd say he probably would. All right, thank you very much, folks.
Thank you.
Thank you.